had a horrible itch on my back and I could not reach it. So I grabbed one of these things off the ground to try and get it, and it's way better. I'm about to go run 2 measly miles, outside. If you see that, it doesn't look like there's a storm, but there's a storm a-brewing for sure. It was raining and I was gonna go to the gym, but it stopped raining. So I think it will hold up for 2 measly miles. So the reason I'm doing 2 measly miles is because I was supposed to do 7 easy miles this morning at the gym, and I had everything ready the night before to shower at the gym, because 7 miles you have to shower. Like, there's no way I can wake up early enough, get 7 miles done, go home from the gym and shower, get ready for work, and go to work in time. So I went to the gym, and I pulled up at the gym, and I realized I didn't have my gym bag. I had like my bag for showering, but not my normal gym bag. So I could have survived without my gym bag. The only thing that was really bothering me is that I didn't have my headphones. And I was like going back and forth, and I was like, I need my headphones. I can't do 7 miles on the treadmill without headphones. Like, it'd be different if it was outside, or it'd be different if it was less miles. But yeah, there was no way that I was going to be able to like mentally handle that. So I decided, all right, I'm going to haul ass back home and go get my gym bag. And I did. And I got my gym bag. I got back. I ended up losing like probably about 3 miles worth of time. So I only was able to get 5 miles in this morning on the treadmill. And so now I am about to go run 2 measly miles so that I can hit 7 for today. And the reason why I have high mileage for easy miles today is because I want to fit in an extra rest day. I took a rest day yesterday. I actually was able to not go to bar and take a rest day. I'm very proud of myself for that, honestly. I just want to make sure that I have an extra rest day on Friday because I have a full ass marathon that I'm running Saturday morning, but I'm super excited. Like, I've done 15 marathons in my life, and just last year, I did 8 marathons, and I realized I haven't ran a marathon since November, which doesn't sound like a long time, but for me, that's a long time, and I'm so excited to run another one. And they always say, don't use races as your long runs because the adrenaline and you're going to push yourself harder, blah, blah, blah. No, I can control myself and go slow when I'm using it as a training run. And I don't know about you, but personally, I'd rather run 26.2 miles with other people and with aid stations than just 22 miles alone in the desert. No, thank you. Not for me. So I'm really excited. And my students volunteer every single year at this one, so I really hope I get to see them at the aid station. Last year, my coworker, he's like the adventure director. He's the one that coordinates all of the things with them volunteering. He freaking came in second in the entire marathon. So it was like a there and back course. And so I'm running there, doing my little, 10, 30-minute miles. And I start seeing all the people who are coming on the turnaround part. And I'm like, no freaking way. The first person was him. I was like, are you kidding me? Dude. It was like a surge of energy. He gave me a high five and I'm like, damn. So yeah, it's a fun one for me. I'm excited to do it. It's a smaller marathon, but I don't know. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the reason why I was only able to do 5 miles this morning. So I don't know if you see my other video, I talk about this a little. First of all, I get there. It took an extra 30 minutes to go get my stuff. I'm just putting my shoes on. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to fit in 7 miles. So I was like, whatever. Like, I'm pissed off at this point, especially because I had everything ready and I actually left my house on time. And so I finally get to the gym 30 minutes later than I had planned to or was going to. And I'm like, all right, whatever, Carrot, you're going to feel better when you run. You know you're going to feel better when you run. I get on the treadmill. I got one of the nice new treadmills. Love it. It's about 6:20 at this time. And what happens at 6:20? The man who always smells really bad and holds the freaking bars of the treadmill when he's walking at an incline like this. Like, I literally was like, what is my luck? You guys, he smells so bad. It's actually kind of rude that he doesn't wear deodorant. If he didn't have his hands on the handlebars the whole time, I think it'd be okay. But second time in like a week span. This time I didn't even like try. I was like, maybe he won't smell that bad. I couldn't do it. This man just wakes up smelling bad. I ended up moving immediately, and this time the dude for sure knew that as soon as he came over that I was moving my stuff. Anyways, then I go, and there's no more nice treadmills that aren't next to him open, and so I go over to the old shitty treadmills, and luckily both of the guys I was in between were wearing like either cologne or deodorant or whatever. Someone smelled like coconuts. I was like, I'm just gonna start going on the shitty treadmills if I come to the gym in the morning now. I feel like I was just like, wow, that is just my luck. I am flabbergasted. And you guys, I'm not a bitch, okay? I'm not a psycho bitch. I saw another person move over to a different treadmill when it opened up who went next to him after. It was another girl, so I was like, okay, I'm not like the rudest person on this planet. Well, I should get out there for my 2 measly miles. So I don't know, it probably looks pretty nice and sunny from there, but if you turn it around, you can see it is gloomy, dark, and starting to rain. But I'm gonna go run through that desert. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy Monday. You guys, I made the wrong choice. It's cold and raining. It's just turned into a tempo run because I just want to get it over with. I wish I went on the treadmill, but I'll be over quicker. Literally me thinking that wearing my hair down is gonna protect my headphones more. No, not at all. I'm not even gonna try to pretend like I enjoyed that. I rushed to get it over with. I didn't cool down. I just want to go home. The meta speeds are coming on. You know that if you're wearing these ones, it means business today. But right now, I am on my way to do the hardest workout in the training plan. It's supposed to be 10 miles or 5 sets of 2-mile intervals of all out 8 to 10 RPs as fast as I can go. And to be honest, I'm kind of worried about it because I'm doing a full marathon on Saturday, and like the actual training plan says to just do 20 on Saturday, but I signed up for a marathon because personally, I don't know about you, but I'd rather run 26.2 miles with other people in aid stations versus 20 miles alone. So I'm gonna take it as it goes, but I'm kind of thinking what I'm gonna do instead is 10 miles of Fartlek. Fartlek, if you don't know, probably sounds really weird, is basically just speed work where you go fast when you want and go slow when you want. And I was thinking I'm just gonna do that, like when I get really fatigued, just recover by running slower and then get back into it. A lot of times when I do this type of workout, I go based off of the music or like however my gut is feeling. So I think I'm gonna do that because I don't want to burn myself out and then run a full marathon, even though I plan to rest day for Friday. So we're gonna see. I'll see what I end up doing. Right now my husband is just driving me to the start because if I park up at the top, I don't know how I would get home after. So all right, well, I will keep you guys in the loop and wish me luck for today. The worst part about long runs is driving to start because you get so nervous and it's so far away, but at least it's really pretty. Alright, I'm here and I'm putting this off, but I know I need to do it, even if it is just Fartlek. I saw this shirt one time that was like, Fartlek, it's a runner's thing. Because like it sounds so weird to someone who doesn't know what it is. Basically, from my understanding, is you just get to pick when you want to go fast, pick when you want to go slow. And the dude who invented it, that was his last name. I'm gonna go find a place to go pee and then get on with this. But yeah, I'm stalling. I was so anxious on the way up. And it's the last really, really hard workout. It just gets easier from here. I gotta keep telling myself that. Okay, doing the warm-up here. I'm actually doing a dynamic warm-up, which, you know, you look so stupid doing it, but I'm trying to waste time here. And then This is what I am running with. I'm listening to That So Raven theme song right now. You guys are gonna laugh, but I had a horrible itch on my back and I could not reach it. So I grabbed one of these things off the ground to try and get it, and it's way better. I just knew that I was gonna be hyper focusing on this itch the whole speed work if I didn't freaking get it. Tried my hardest to reach it. I hope it's not another bug bite. Alright, let's throw this out and do this. And you know, I got the meta speeds on, so you know this is serious. I'll see you guys at the bottom. Yeah, I kind of want to try not stopping to walk during this speed work, so here she goes. Half a mile into my speed work, and I already had to shed my layer. And not off to a great start because I realized I only put sunscreen on my face. I didn't put any on my shoulders, so let's see if I get sunburned. It's cloudy right now, but you know, the desert sun is not very forgiving. I just stopped to retie my shoes. And it's crazy because I used to say when you stop, running gets harder. But I feel so refreshed just from stopping to tie my shoes. So, I don't know, maybe you hit a point where like the little breaks in between they recover you, like Tabata style. I feel awful. I literally ate way too much because I was scared because last time I didn't eat enough. And I feel so sick and out of energy. This thing is not helping. I'm forcing it down. Send help. Oh yeah, I just finished. And I'm just doing some immediate stretching because that hurt. I'm stretching in my car right now. I have a lot of thoughts about that. But let's start with the most obvious. Let me just switch my leg. Let's start with the most obvious. I definitely failed doing a Fartlek workout, and there's a lot of cars driving by, so I'm gonna finish stretching and then I'll do like a little wrap up about how it went. Just finished that failed Fartlek workout. Honestly, the first couple miles during it, it was the worst run I've had this entire training cycle. It was horrible. I didn't even want to keep going. By the time I hit mile 4, I'm like, at this point, just try to enjoy the run because, well, one, I had no choice. I had to run in my car. Just try to enjoy the run, do whatever. I ended up just turning it into a tempo run, which I was kind of shameful about that, but I was like, your body is not there today to do an intense speed workout. And this always happens, I don't know why, when I get a full 8 hours of sleep. I don't know why, I just am worse. My body, I don't know if it's too recovered, but I need to get 7 hours of sleep and that's it, no more, or else I'm just so fatigued the rest of the day. I don't know if that makes me crazy or it's because I'm just used to getting like 6.5 to 7 hours. That's when I feel my best though, which is so interesting and strange and not normal and against what all the doctors and Garmin says. It was rough. I thought that the Fartlek workout was going to be so cool because it wasn't numbers based. It's like the athlete has so much control based on how their body is feeling that day about if they want to do a hard workout, longer speed intervals, they can stop when they want. But I just wasn't in the place even for that. So I feel kind of pathetic about it. I was able to, by the end, enjoy the tempo run. And I was really upset about it. I was like, wow, it was supposed to be the most intense day and you couldn't even do it. You couldn't even do your modified version of it. But I did realize something. With the actual training plan, it was only supposed to be a tempo run today. The reason I switched it in the one that I copied down is because next week I'm going to Boston and I did not want to do 8 to 10 RPEs for 10 miles while I'm in Boston visiting my family where there's still snow on the ground. So I did feel a little better when I realized that. So that part was good. I'm hoping because I have 54 miles I have to run this week, or that's the mileage for the week. And then next week when I'm going to be in Boston, the mileage is 56. And so I just know it's going to be a week that's very running focused. And I'm still going to spend all my free time with my family. We have our spring break then, so. But another thing that I wanted to talk about is I was doing a lot of research into the predictions of the cutoff times for the Boston Marathon for 2026. The predictions were predicting that it's going to be about 5 minutes faster than the new qualifying standard times. So essentially, if you don't know what that means, basically the time you have to get in order to even be able to apply for the Boston Marathon, that's what would make you a Boston qualifier, is if you qualified to apply. Those times, because so many people qualified for Boston the last couple of years, they decided to change the standards to 5 minutes faster, which of course everyone's like, oh my gosh. But it makes sense because the cutoff time was almost 7 minutes last year. So it's like now less people are just getting disappointed. And so here I am thinking that I have to run 5 minutes faster than last year in order to qualify. But then it's probably guaranteed that I'm going to get to run in the Boston Marathon because they're cutting it back 5 minutes and less people are going to even attempt to qualify, let alone qualify. No, the predictions are saying that you need to BQ and then also run 5 minutes faster in order to get accepted into the Boston Marathon. And so obviously that made me pretty upset to read. Like, it was disappointing to read. It makes sense because, I mean, the BAA is so freaking cutthroat. It made me realize, okay, I probably am not going to get to go to Boston. I was so nervous about it. Can I even run a sub 325? The good news is it makes me less nervous about going for this BQ because knowing, all right, well, even if I BQ, I probably won't even get into Boston. So if I don't BQ, if I don't reach my marathon time goal, it's not going to be the end of the world because I could just tell myself, well, the chances of you actually getting into Boston are pretty low. Okay, I'm going to go and like cool down. I didn't bring enough water. I'm gonna go home and drink a lot of water and rest, and then per usual take my dogs out for their exercise, because all of us living beings need exercise, food, water, and stretching. I noticed, like, if my dogs can stretch every morning, I can stretch after working out for a while. So okay, well, I'm out.
Anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind, you know I'll always manifest it.